Well, today is an incredibly exciting day. We've got a little hatchling Irwin's turtle, Elseya irwini. Not only that though, we're the first ever to breed the Irwin's turtles. And this is the first little baby that we've got. What we're gonna be doing, taking him out of his little incubator and into a brand new pond, specially designed just for him to give him the best life possible. This is my first look at a baby Irwin's turtle. What was the science behind it?
So this little guy or girl hatched out after 126 days, which is almost double what we were anticipating, but we've trialled multiple incubation techniques. And these little guys, we've actually got 2 eggs and one of them has hatched and the other one has pipped the egg, so will be imminent.
Yeah, well, it's just so exciting that all that hard work has paid off because it's just such a beacon of hope for this species. Because as we know, I mean, you were on the ground collecting them, you see how much they are completely at the whim, at the mercy of human beings because it's such a small pocket. But I want to see a little fella. I want to see him.
It's the cutest thing you've ever seen.
I can't wait. Yeah, so we're gloving up here just to make sure we don't introduce any kind of bacteria or anything because this is, I mean, a really, really important individual. So we're just being really extra careful because you're about to see he's still got that little umbilical cord, so very sensitive spot for him. If any bacteria gets in there, really not good for him. So let's open up and let's go for it. And this little bloke just made history. And he doesn't even know it. Now, let's leave him in here. And when we get up top, he's gonna have a really good time because he's gonna feel water under those little webbed feet and hopefully he just takes off and I get to do the honors of getting him out of there, putting him in the water and watching him go. This is gonna be incredibly exciting. Time to transport him up top, hey? Let's do it.
Yeah, this is so interesting. So every single species that we have growing in here has either come from their habitat in the wild or we have got it on sort of good authority based on other species that it is a really sort of good nutritious food source for them. And all of these species are currently being eaten by our adults very readily with a lot of enthusiasm.
Awesome.
So we're very confident that these little hatchlings are going to have an abundance of food to help them grow and become strong and healthy.
Getting released into a salad bar. Here he is. I'm gonna set him here. Have a look at that. Look at this for a habitat. This is just turtle heaven. It looks so, so nice. And all of this vegetation, that's all food, hey?
Sure is. I could not be prouder of the team. Hamish and Ty have done such an amazing job. I mean, they're both absolute nerds when it comes to water quality. And we collected a lot of these macrophytes, so all of the aquatic plants were collected during our field trip and they're known species. We've been in discussion with Jason, the researcher, about which species were found in the gut flush of some of the turtles that he studied in situ, that these particular snails are definitely a part of their diet. And the vegetation that is in this habitat, we know that our adult turtles have been feeding on already.
And this is really, it's its own little ecosystem. This right here, what you're looking at, is just a little snapshot, a little slice of exactly how you'd find these turtles in the wild. The only difference, of course, is they've got 0 threats. They've got no natural predators, they've got no human-induced threats, and they've got round-the-clock healthcare, and they're literally being released into a buffet of snails and plants. So it's an awesome spot, and this little turtle is going to live an amazing life, and hopefully he just goes from strength to strength and just thrives in here. No doubt he will. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It's the big moment. Let's get him out. Let's get him out. Hello, little fella. Hello, little dude.
Oh, look at that little egg tooth.
Look at that. You can still see his little tiny egg tooth Have a look at that. Look at that little face. Hey, mate. So at the moment, he's in that kind of cryptic hiding mode. He's just thinking, you can't see me. I'm just gonna be really still, tuck up in my little shell. But I reckon as soon as he hits the water and feels that water, he's gonna get really keen. They've got those beautiful webbed feet. They're great climbers, great swimmers, and he's gonna feel like he's just right in the wild, right at home, because he is. This is just a perfect little slice of wild habitat for him here. The significance of this turtle, it is just impossible to put into words. I don't think there's any way you can describe it, you know? The very first Elseya irwini, the very first Irwin's turtle ever hatched in any zoological facility anywhere in the world. The amount of pride and excitement for this moment, it's just, you can't measure it. It's just amazing. And I know above all, just how stoked Dad would be that the very species he found and that he discovered now has such a bright future with this, the first of an insurance population. I'm just filled with so much emotion. Like, it's just so, so, so special. And it's a real credit to you, to the team. Our team here have so much passion and dedication to this species. And they realise the ecological significance of this animal. And of course, you can't miss the personal side of it as well. The fact it's an animal that Dad found is so, so special. All right, enough chatting. This bloke's ready to go in the water. Let's get him in there. Your first swim. Welcome home, mate. You ready, little mate? There you go, mate. Off he goes. Go! That is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that? Wow. It's just, it's so good to see.
That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, man.
Congratulations, everyone. Just, he hit the water and just boom, just takes off. He just looks so strong, so happy. Just, it's no words. It's cool. That is insane. Wow. So cool. That's so cool. Oh, it's yeah, I don't get emotional over much.
I'm tearing up. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Dad'd be really proud, mate.
Oh, Dad'd be stoked with that. We did it.